Shalom, beloved. Welcome to Spark 22, Discovering the Light of Hebrew. I'm Gabriella Powers, and I'm so blessed to have you join us for this week's Hebrew word study. I pray the Holy Spirit would unleash sparks of wisdom in your faith walk as you watch this video. This week's Hebrew word study, we're going to jumpstart a three-part series on grieving or mourning in the Old Testament. Recently, a series of events in my life have brought me to realize that I haven't grieved anyone's death or passing in 12 years. Beloved, and also let's say 12 years ago, I didn't understand the grieving or the mourning process, and so I continued to do it every day for 12 years. Until Abba specifically showed me there are 3 different words in the Old Testament for grieving. So that showed me there's different types of grieving. The first type of grieving that I'd like to go over is Caphad. It can be found in 2 Samuel 1:12, Isaiah 32:12, and Micah 1:8. Caphad is a 3-letter Hebrew word. Now the first letter is Samech. It has a numerical value of 60, which actually represents double portion blessings. 60 is the exact number of letters in the priestly blessing. It also represents to lean upon, to uphold, or to support. It represents a shield and Yahuwah's ever-ascending spiral of glory in the universe. The second letter is Pei. It has a numerical value of 80, which represents strength in human life, as well as a foundation in human life. It also represents a mouth, word, expression, or vocalization. The last letter, Dalet, has a numerical value of 4. It actually represents the needy person who is bent over. It represents a door, which we also know is Yeshua. And it actually is the word for knowledge is de'at, which also means the door of the eye when constructed from ancient pictographs. And the number 4 represents seasons or appointed times. So my question was, from this 3-letter word, Caphad, what can we understand in Hebrew about the mourning process? Now, Samech is the first letter, which seems odd at first because it's a letter that represents double portion blessings. This letter reveals that mourning brings with it a double portion blessing, in that the one who is mourning is actually leaning upon, upholding, and supporting themselves on Yahuwah's glory, which acts as a shield. To mourn is to tap into the aspect of Yahuwah's glory that upholds and supports the mourner. We can see this when Yeshua says in Matthew 5, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." The second letter, Pei, has a numerical value of 80, which shows that Caphad, or mourning, brings strength to the foundation of human life. It also shows that mourning is expressed through the mouth in vocalizations of grief. The third letter, Dalet, has a numerical value of 4, which represents the earth in the appointed times or seasons. This shows that the act of Caphad, or mourning or grieving, is for an appointed time. The letter also shows that mourning is an act of humility, recognizing that you have no possession on this earth over anything. This brings about wisdom and knowledge, which is part of the double portion blessing of mourning. Anytime we see Caphad in the scriptures in reference to mourning, we can understand that this is an act of utter humility, one that gives knowledge of possessing nothing on this earth and being shielded in Yahuwah's glory through Yeshua HaMashiach. This is a wailing and a beating of the chest that breaks forth an expression of lamentations, opening a door of double portion blessings and being shielded by the glory of Yahuwah through our relationship with Yeshua. So Caphad is humbly and passionately crying out to Yahuwah in sorrow and leaning upon him for support. This is actually the one kind of mourning that we find in the Bible where Yahuwah is present with us in this mourning. We are not shutting ourselves out from him. We're not feeling the blackness or the darkness. We're actually accepting and receiving his comfort. This is the kind of mourning where we humbly and wholeheartedly throw ourselves at his feet, expecting to receive his comfort and his mercy. We're actually not alone in this kind of mourning, but Yahuwah is there with every tear, every word, every beat upon the breast. He is there to give you comfort, beloved. I hope this helps. Next week, we're going to go over another aspect of grieving. I hope that you can make it. Shalom Aleichem. That concludes this week's episode of Spark 22, Discovering the Light of Hebrew. Praise be to the Almighty for his word. If this video blessed you, be sure to hit like and share so others can be blessed as well. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to drop them below. Until next time, I'm Gabriella Powers, and I pray that you may continue to be perfected in his love. Shalom Aleichem.